kids! Welcome back to your English lesson. Today is the last day of the week, so can you help me guess which day is it? Yes, today is Friday. Are you happy or sad? I'm excited. What are you going to do on the weekend? Last weekend, Gina had a picnic with her mom. You should go and take a sun bath, or if you can walk your pet, eat ice cream, or enjoy a delicious fruit. Now, are you ready to start the class? Let's continue. Our first class activity is on the English skills section of your English book. Remember that yesterday we heard Bobby and his Uncle Ted talking about Ted's work. He is a fighter. Today we are going to read the story, A Visit to the Fire Station. Let's answer the following questions, all right? Fernanda, when there is a fire, who can help you? A doctor or a fighter? Very good, a fighter. Kumar, have you ever been in a fire station? Okay, and the last question. What do firemen need to protect you and themselves? Do you remember? Special clothing, right? Now, let's turn to pages 50 and 51 to read the story. Ready? Pay attention. We have to listen carefully to the story. Follow along with your finger, all right?
A visit to the fire station. Miss Veronica took her first grade class to visit the fire station. Max, Susie, and Bobby were there. The first thing that the students wanted to see were the big red fire trucks. Then they went into the locker rooms and got to see and even put on the firemen's hats, boots, and coats. Bobby's Uncle Ted talked to the students about the danger of playing with fire. He said, "Never play with matches."
Did you like the story? To check the comprehension of what you read, you are going to answer the questions on the bottom of page 51 on the blank pages section of your book. Let me read them for you. Where did the students go? What do firemen wear? What advice did Uncle Ted give to the students? Read the text again and answer the questions. You can pause your video here to complete it, all right? Could you do it? Now, let's make the grammar check activity. Take one of your colored pencils. The first thing to do is for you to search on the word for two clothing items. Look for the words. Can you remember the cloth items? Shirt, jacket, shoes, shirts, socks. Did you find them? Very good. Now, what about sequence? Do you remember what sequence is? First, next, last. Those are words that help us understand how the story happens. Can you find them on the story? There are two. Search for them and circle ones that you find them. Ready? Now we are going to turn to page 52. Let me share you my screen, all right? Check your understanding. Read each question, color the answer, then write it in the box. So, you have 5 questions on this first activity. Who took them to the fire station? Says number 1. Can you remember, Mikel? Was it Miss Veronica, the English teacher, or Uncle Ted, the fighter? Let me help you with this one, all right? The answer is Miss Veronica, the teacher. She took them to the fire station. So you color the square and then write the answer on this space provided, all right? Now you read the rest of the questions, color the answer, and write it on the space, all right? You can pause your video here. On the following exercise, you have to draw the fireman's clothing that the students saw and put on. Did they put on a dress? Did they put on skirts? Remember, and once that you got it, make the drawings, all right? So remember that today we read about Bobby's uncle, the fireman. Please pause your video here so you can take your break. I will see you in a minute. Hello kids, welcome back. Let's continue with the class activities. This time we are going to work on the STEM section of our book. Are you ready? I'm going to tell you some riddles and you are going to tell me what season I'm talking about. Are you ready? On this season, it is hot and you can go to the beach. What season is it? Summer. Let's try another one. On this season, it's very cold and you can drink hot chocolate. What season is it? Winter. Very good. Let's try one more. On this season, the leaves from the trees fall and you can wear a light sweater. What season is it? Fall. Very good. Now that we remember what the seasons are, let's go to our book. Let's open it on page 143. Are you ready? Let me share you my screen, all right? Sunlight and the seasons. Look at the pictures. What do you think we are going to read about? Are we going to read about clothing? Are we going to read about food? Or are we going to read about the seasons of the year? Now, remember, listen to the track and follow along with your finger.
Sunlight and the seasons. Read and listen to the following text. Look at the picture. It shows a forest in the summer and winter. What makes summer different than winter? The amount of daylight in each season follows a pattern. This pattern will happen over and over again. It helps us get ready for each season. It is hot in the summer. We get the most sunlight in the summer. The sun is up for a long time. More sunlight makes the weather warm. It is cold in the winter. We get the least amount of sunlight in the winter. The sun is up for a shorter amount of time. Less sunlight makes the weather cold. There is about the same amount of sunlight in the fall and the spring. The weather is not very hot. It is also not very cold.
Did you pay attention? Now, did you find words from the vocabulary that we saw the last class? Let's discuss the question partner work. Talk with a partner. Is there more sunlight in the winter or in the summer? Remember, when we have more sunlight or more sun, is because the weather is hotter. So, which season is hotter? Winter or summer? Yes, we have more sunlight during the summer. Did you like the reading? It tells us about on how the sun works during the different seasons. Now let's remember. How many seasons are there? Yes, 4 seasons. Can you name them for me? Very good. Remember, we have spring, summer, fall, and winter. And then they repeat themselves. Now, let's continue with our reading on page 144. Are you ready? Remember to listen to the track and follow along with your finger, all right?
Sunlight and the seasons. Fall. Fall is the season where the daylight starts to become much shorter. It will become colder. You will see that the leaves on the trees start to change colors. The leaves will fall off the trees to get ready for winter. Winter. Winter is the season where the daylight is the shortest. It is the coldest season. You might see snow fall from the sky. If it snows, some people like to play in it. Spring. Spring is the season where the daylight starts to become longer. It will get warmer outside. People can start to plant flowers. Summer. Summer is the season where the daylight is the longest. It will be hot outside. People can go to the beach or swim in a pool to stay cool.
Thanks to this reading, we know the similarities and differences of the seasons. It talks about the daylight and the different activities that we can do. What is something that you can do during the summer, Mikel? We can go swimming to the beach. We can go outside and ride our bicycles. Now, what can you do during the fall, Kika? Yes, we can play with the leaves that fall from the trees. And what can you do during the winter? We can build snowmen and drink hot chocolate. Now we are going to check our understanding of this reading. Please go to page 145 And let's answer the questions. Let me share you my screen. Here we are. Let's start with question number 1. In which season do we get the most sunlight? Most means more, a lot of sunlight. During the winter, summer, fall, and spring. Remember that if we have more sunlight, the weather is hotter. So what season is it? Make sure you circle it. Now let's look at question 2. In which season do we get the least amount of sunlight? The less we have, the less sunlight we have, the colder the weather gets. It is cold. So, winter, summer, fall, or spring is the correct answer. Make sure you circle it. On the exercise below, we have to draw pictures to show one way summer and winter are different. Make sure you make your drawings beautiful and with a lot of colors, okay? I know you can do it. To finish the STEAM section activity, I need you to go to the blank pages section of your book and write which is your favorite season and why. For example, my favorite season is fall because I love how the leaves fall from the trees. Make sure you pause your video here so you have more time to complete your activities. I will see you in a minute. Hi kids, welcome back. Are you ready for the last activity of the day? Let's go to the think tank section of your book. We are going to work with the mental math activity. Are you ready? 1. 120 plus 10 equals 2. 44 minus 22 equals 3. 58 plus 52 equals 4. 13 minus 5 equals 5. 62 plus 3 equals. Make sure you pause your video here, rewind it, and listen one more time so you have time to answer each problem, alright? Okay, kids, that's the last part of our lesson. I hope you have a great day. Please enjoy your weekend, rest, eat well, and I will see you soon. Bye!